Welcome to Love and Soul, your sanctuary for emotional healing, deep connection, and soulful living. Here, we explore the heart of what it means to love and live with intention. Hey there! I'm so glad to have you back on my channel. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to join our community. And if you enjoy this content, please comment, like, and hit the share button. Thank you for listening. See you in our next edition. Today, I've got some really inspiring thoughts to share with you about when life didn't go as planned, and I'm grateful. There are times in life when things don't go as planned. You lose a job, a relationship falls apart, you get rejected, or you fail at something that you really wanted to succeed at. But in the big picture of things, we can look back at those moments and realize that they were actually blessings in disguise. I was recently talking with a friend, and he mentioned how everything turned out okay in the end. But it wasn't okay at the time. And I thought that's such a great way to look at things. So today I want to share some stories where something bad happened, but in the end, it ended up being a blessing in disguise. Maybe hearing these stories will help you gain some perspective and realize that even though right now it might feel like things aren't going well, it doesn't mean they won't turn out okay in the end. Okay, here we go. Number 1, I was so sure that I was going to get this one job, and I really wanted this job because it was at a company that made really cool products that I believed in. And I got to the final round of interviews, and they brought me out to the headquarters, and I toured the facilities, and I met everyone. And the day before I was supposed to find out if I got the job, they called me and they said, "We really appreciate you coming out here, but we've decided to go with another candidate," and I was devastated. I felt like all my hopes and dreams were crushed. But a few weeks later, I saw online that a company I'd barely even heard of was doing an IPO, and it was for the same type of product that that company made. And I thought, wait a second. This is an opportunity to get in on the ground floor of a really promising company, and I applied, and I ended up getting the job. And looking back, I'm so grateful that I didn't work at that other company, because a year later, they filed for bankruptcy. Number 2, I was in a long-distance relationship, and I was sure that my boyfriend was the one, and we were gonna get married, and I was gonna have his babies, and we were gonna live happily ever after. And then he broke up with me out of nowhere, and I was devastated. I cried every day for months. But in the end, I realized that he wasn't actually a good person. He was controlling and jealous, and he would get really angry. And I'm so grateful that he broke up with me, because I dodged a huge bullet. Number 3, I auditioned for a part in a school play, and I was so nervous that I messed up my lines, and I didn't get the part. And I was so upset because I really wanted to be in the play. But in the end, I'm grateful that I didn't get the part because I had so much fun at drama club that year, and I made some of my best friends. And if I had gotten the lead role, I probably wouldn't have had time to hang out with everyone and make those friendships. So I think sometimes when we look back on our lives, we tend to remember the bad things that happened, the times we failed, or the dreams that didn't come true. But in reality, those are just a small part of our stories. There's so much more to our lives than the things that we failed at. It's also the places we traveled, the people we loved, the laughter we shared, the kindness we experienced. So yeah, I hope that helps you remember that even though right now it might feel like your dreams aren't coming true or things aren't going well, it doesn't mean that things won't turn out okay in the end. You just have to trust that the pieces are going to fall into place eventually. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to join our community. And if you enjoy this content, please comment, like, and hit the share button. Thank you for listening. See you in our next edition.